Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight we journey through one of the most fascinating families in modern history, the women of the British royal family. From the steadfast strength of Queen Elizabeth II to the modern influence of women like Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, the story of the monarchy cannot be told without the stories of its women. Women who carried crowns, women who carried burdens, women who lived lives of privilege, scrutiny, heartbreak, and extraordinary duty. Their lives were lived before the world, in moments of celebration, tragedy, controversy, and transformation. We will explore their triumphs, their struggles, their resilience. Because behind the jewels, palaces, and ceremonies, these were human stories. Stories of mothers, daughters, wives, leaders. Stories of happiness and loss. Stories of rise and fall. From the reign of Queen Elizabeth II to the royal women shaping the monarchy today. This is the story of the Ladies of the Crown. Our story begins with a woman who would become one of the most recognizable figures in the world, Queen Elizabeth II. Born in 1926, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor was never expected to become queen. Her father, King George VI, only became king after his brother, King Edward VIII, abdicated the throne in 1936 to marry American divorcee Wallis Simpson. That moment changed Elizabeth's life forever. A shy young girl suddenly became the future monarch of Britain. During the Second World War, teenage Elizabeth showed early signs of the quiet determination that would define her reign. She joined the Auxiliary Territorial Service, training as a mechanic and driver, becoming the first female member of the royal family to serve in the armed forces. It was an early example of the duty that would define her life. In 1947, she married Prince Philip, a naval officer and distant cousin. Their marriage would last 73 years, one of the longest royal marriages in history. But destiny arrived suddenly. In 1952, while on a tour in Kenya, Elizabeth learned that her father had died. At just 25 years old, she became Queen of the United Kingdom and head of the Commonwealth. Her reign would last 70 years, the longest in British history. Through wars, political upheavals, and cultural revolutions, Elizabeth became a symbol of stability. But behind the public image, the royal family faced many private storms, and the women of the monarchy would increasingly find themselves at the center of public attention. If Elizabeth represented duty, her younger sister Princess Margaret represented something very different. Margaret was glamorous, charismatic, and rebellious, a contrast to the reserved queen. In the early 1950s, Margaret fell deeply in love with Group Captain Peter Townsend, a divorced war hero. But at the time, the Church of England, of which the monarch is head, strongly opposed remarriage after divorce. Margaret faced an impossible choice: love or royal duty. In 1955, she announced she would not marry Townsend. Many saw it as a personal sacrifice to protect the monarchy. Years later, she married photographer Anthony Armstrong Jones, who became Lord Snowdon. Their marriage produced 2 children but ended in divorce in 1978. Princess Margaret lived a life of parties, celebrity friendships, and royal expectations. Yet beneath the glamour, her later years were marked by declining health. She died in 2002, just weeks before her mother, Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother. Her life reflected the tensions between personal happiness and royal obligation, a tension that would appear again, dramatically, in the next generation. Few women in history captured the public imagination the way Diana Spencer did. In 1981, the world watched as Lady Diana Spencer, just 20 years old, married Prince Charles, the heir to the British throne. The wedding at St. Paul's Cathedral was watched by 750 million people worldwide. Diana seemed like a fairy tale princess, young, beautiful, and adored. But the fairy tale quickly showed cracks. Diana struggled with intense media scrutiny and the pressures of royal life. She also battled bulimia and depression, struggles she later spoke about openly. Yet, it was her compassion that made her beloved around the world. She visited AIDS patients when many were afraid to even touch them. She campaigned against landmines. She worked with the homeless, the sick, and the forgotten. People saw in Diana something rare in royal life: emotional authenticity. But her marriage to Charles was deeply troubled. Both eventually admitted to affairs. The marriage ended in divorce in 1996. Just 1 year later, tragedy struck. On August 31, 1997, Diana died in a car crash in Paris. She was only 36 years old. The world mourned. Millions laid flowers outside Buckingham Palace. Her funeral was watched by billions. Diana's legacy changed the monarchy forever. She showed that royal women could connect emotionally with the public, and the future royal women would carry that influence forward. For many years, Camilla Parker Bowles was one of the most controversial women in Britain. She had known Prince Charles for decades. Their relationship began long before Charles married Diana. When Diana publicly revealed the affair in a famous 1995 interview, public anger toward Camilla was intense. For years, she stayed largely out of the spotlight, but time, patience, and changing attitudes slowly reshaped her image. In 2005, Charles and Camilla married in a civil ceremony. Over the years, Camilla quietly built respect through charity work, particularly supporting survivors of domestic abuse and literacy initiatives. When King Charles III ascended the throne in 2022, Camilla became Queen Consort. In many ways, her journey represents one of the most remarkable public image transformations in modern royal history. From controversy to acceptance to queen. In 2011, the world again watched a royal wedding. Prince William, the son of Princess Diana, married Catherine Middleton. Unlike Diana, Catherine was not from aristocratic circles. She came from a middle-class family and met William while they were both students at St Andrews University. Her calm confidence and composure quickly made her popular. Now known as Catherine, Princess of Wales, she has focused her royal work on early childhood development, mental health, family well-being. Catherine is often praised for bringing stability and professionalism to the monarchy. She is widely seen as the future queen beside Prince William, the future king. Another royal wedding captured the world in 2018. Prince Harry married American actress Meghan Markle. Meghan's arrival represented something new. She was American, divorced, biracial, a successful professional woman. Many saw her as a sign that the monarchy was becoming more modern and inclusive. However, tensions soon emerged. Media scrutiny became intense. In 2020, Harry and Meghan made the historic decision to step back from royal duties and move to North America. The move, often called Megxit by the press, shocked many observers. Their interviews and documentaries later revealed struggles with royal life, mental health, and media pressure. Their story remains one of the most debated chapters in modern royal history. Beyond the most famous figures, other royal women also play important roles. Princess Anne, daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, is widely respected for her tireless work ethic and charity service. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has quietly become one of the most trusted working royals. And Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie represent younger generations, balancing private careers with royal heritage. Together, they form a network of women who support the monarchy in different ways. From the steady reign of Queen Elizabeth II, to the compassion of Princess Diana, to the evolving roles of women like Catherine and Meghan, the women of the British royal family have shaped the monarchy in profound ways. They have lived lives of extraordinary privilege, but also extraordinary scrutiny. They have experienced love, heartbreak, criticism, admiration, and history itself unfolding around them. Their stories remind us that even behind palace walls, human stories remain. Stories of courage, stories of sacrifice, stories of change. And as the monarchy moves into the future, the voices and influence of royal women will continue to shape its path. Because in the story of the British Crown, the ladies have never merely stood beside history, they have helped create it. Thank you for watching.